So then what's your intake process like? And then how do, if I get cancer or if I know someone who has cancer, how do I get to my sister's keeper?
There's various mechanisms. So either if you're in hospital, I know we have connection or partnership with Cleveland Clinic, Metro Health, Cancer Pavilion, and Simon Cancer Center. So if you start your services there and you connect with a social worker, and if that social worker identifies that you need some supportive care services, they will make that referral to us. The other options is going to our website, and it's myskcle.org, and there's a button that says Become a Sister. Just fill out the form. It's asking for information about you. What's your cancer story? Why do you want to become a sister? And then once that is done, we have an intake coordinator. Her name is Ari. She'll give you a call to learn more about you and really get a sense of your personality and who you are. She communicates that information back to me, and based off of that information, or I may call you myself, just to learn more about your personality so I can match you with a big sister.
Okay. And so then, recurrent events. How long did it, you've only been around for a few short years. And one of the most amazing things, as I've talked about with you before, even including this morning, is how you started in 2018. And, we'll all never forget the pandemic in March that shut everything down, and the effect and the impact that it has had on a lot of businesses and a lot of people's lives. And your organization has flourished through it all. And so please talk about what, started in 2015, the organization, and then experiencing the pandemic and what you did during that process.
Yeah, so it's multiple perspectives, I would say. The first thing I think you need to pay attention to who you're serving. Our audience told us what they wanted, and we just got to listen. They may not tell you straight out, flat out, directly what you're supposed to do, but they give you the tools to tell you what they need. And then from there, as far as developing those recurring events, it's just what are some things that I think, or speaking with other women who's going through their cancer journey, what are some things that they think they need? So it's just knowing that and just engaging and connecting with the community and establishing those mechanisms. So for example, one of our board members, and I'll call her name Lavada because if I don't, she'll be mad at me. But she wanted to do a prayer circle. We didn't really add in the holistic aspects at the beginning, but the prayer circle is something that we need. A lot of people fall heavily on prayer when they're diagnosed with a deadly illness. So we do that weekly.
So when they're in a desperate situation like me, double down on my prayers.
Yes.
I know you're busy, Almighty. I pray to all of them. I know y'all busy, and my problems is small in the grand scheme. But like you say, people, what else you gonna do? That's the first thing you say is, oh my God, right?
Right, exactly. But you touched on the pandemic, and that's when we grew. So when we first started My Sister's Keeper, we focused on breast cancer. Our community told us we need to focus on more than breast cancer. So we focus on all cancers. We may not be an expert in it, but we're going to be there to help you and figure it out with you. And then when the pandemic hit, so we always did a walk. We always do an annual walk called a Walk in Her Shoes. It's in the community. And the way that we design this walk is every 2 years we change locations. We go to underserved neighborhoods just to raise awareness and the impact of cancer, just to get us to talk about it more and learn how to prevent it. So the pandemic hit. How are we gonna do a walk? I was like, well, we got Zoom. So let's try to do a virtual walk. We saw some other organizations doing virtual walks. I was like, let's do it. And our idea about it was everyone just sign up, register. We send you out T-shirts, and you walk in your neighborhood and walk. And just we all are all connected by virtual, by Zoom. But what had happened was we had a lot of different community partners, I would say. So we had Blueprint Fitness who did some exercising for us. Nobody was out. It was only one person, I would say, who was actually walking in the neighborhood while we was on Zoom. But everybody else was at their home exercising, having fun.
Okay.
It was the best walk we ever had.
Right.
And ever since then, we've just been taking off. So now we expand to parts of Kentucky, Texas.
I saw that, yes.
That was the pivotal point for us.
Wow. So then talk about your pretty in pink.
Oh, pretty in pink. All right. So we were planning on doing Pretty in Pink 2019 when the pandemic hit. We sold out all the tickets, but we canceled it because of COVID. We didn't want, women with cancer are very susceptible to illnesses. COVID, we definitely do not want them to have. So we canceled it. So Pretty in Pink is a fashion show that celebrates women caregivers who have been impacted by cancer. We use the stories of cancer to help educate the community, and we partner with designers. Big time designers, and they make clothes for our warriors to hit the runway and just embracing themselves. So Pretty in Pink is not a fashion show to us. I call Pretty in Pink a process. It's kind of a crash course of my cancer journey, what I think helped me. For instance, the makeup and stuff, getting dressed up, dialed up, and letting that energy just heal you. But also what I needed in my cancer journey that I didn't have, that I feel that if I had it, I would have survived sooner, was that connection, that sisterhood, knowing someone who's been in the journey and the fight that I'm in and who can help me. So that Pretty in Pink from the beginning, from the model call to the rehearsals to the day of the show, it's about building that relationship. And it's about healing each other because there's healing top priorities with us. We found out a lot with COVID.
Oh, yeah.
We need each other.
Yes.
So it's more so about the connections and those relationships we build behind the scenes of a fashion show.
And so the little sisters and the big sisters participate in it, and then they ask if they can participate in it. I'm sure you all solicit, but then too, you all put out a notice you're going to have it, and then people they want to be a part of it. Wow.
Yes. So our primary folks, we want our sisters to be a part of it. Our big sisters, we even have professional models. So we don't focus just on anyone with cancer. We focus on caregivers as well, because it's a different story. When you say, for instance, somebody in your family has cancer, it impacts you too. You may not directly be impacted, but it did something to you. So we want to recognize that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's all of us. We celebrate.